dealt with chronic pain. I've had 5 knee surgeries over the last like 7 years, so I completely get it. How did your back surgery go? Was it successful?
It's successful. So, um, yeah, I have no pain shooting down my leg anymore. Still some in my lower back, but that's kind of expected. Well, first of all, there's always expected to be just some issues when you have a surgery
Totally.
like
When you get
that.
cut
For
open,
the
it's
rest
not
of your
natural. Yeah.
exactly for the rest of your life, you might have a little bit of weirdness, but the overall, my pain is much better. So
Amazing.
it went very well.
So glad to hear that. And also super proud of you for not losing that, right? Because most people, if they'd already had some success and then they have this knockdown of the surgery where it stopped that whole stuff, they'd be like, hey, whatever, it is what it is. So amazing that you were able to continue it and you see it as not a starting over, but a continuation of before. That's really awesome. That's a hard mindset to keep. So that's amazing. So
Yeah,
then,
it probably helped me have more motivation, if anything. So, like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, that nerve pain down my leg was really bad, but after the surgery, for the first week or 2 after, that was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life. Like, the best way this is the best way to describe it, I think. It was supposed to be an outpatient surgery where it's like you go in the afternoon, they cut the little bad part of your disc out, you leave. I ended up being in the hospital for 2 days because the pain was so bad I couldn't stand up. I got stuck in a chair for 4 hours in the hospital, and, like, 4 nursing staff had to come lift me out of it because every time I went to stand up, the pain was just so bad, so much burning nerve pain, I just couldn't do it. So that, like, especially initially right after the surgery, that was like a huge motivator. I'm like, I can never feel that pain again. I need to do everything I can to stop that. And then over the past months, it's kind of just turned back into like, okay, going for the reasons I was before. But if anything, like I would say it actually, I don't want to say it helped me. I never want to go through that again.
no,
But it it definitely like reignited a fire to prioritize my health.
yeah, I appreciate you for being open and honest. That stuff's really hard to talk about. Like I had experiences like that with my knee, and it's hard to talk about because as a guy too, it's like pretty emasculating when you're like you can't take care of yourself because you're in so much pain. Like I've been there, I've done that, and it's really hard. And you have two choices in that moment. You either do what you did, Lance, and say like this is something I'm going to use as fuel to improve my life, or you get obsessed with how bad it is and things spiral and get even worse. And I've done both. So like I've done the wrong thing first that then led to doing the right thing on like the fifth surgery. So kudos to you, man. How were you able to stay so positive through all that adversity?
Well, I wouldn't say I was positive through all of it.
Okay, okay.
There's definitely the negative times, and even nowadays there's are still negative times, but
Yep.
it's always I've learned over the years that focusing on the negatives never help. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't motivate you. It doesn't make you want to push yourself further. It makes you want
Mhm.
to stay where you are, stay isolated, and it reinforces those bad habits that I'm trying to break. So I make it a point to actively look for the good things, actively look for the positive things, and that's in everything. Sure, a lot of things have their bad aspects, but those good aspects are what's going to carry you to a better place. So that's what I always try to prioritize. And with that, it's like, yeah, the surgery's bad. There's bad things for the rest of my life from it. Like
Mhm.
my lower back is forever weakened. I have to be careful, and I'll probably just have some other issues down the line because of it. But I'm looking at it from the bright side of that motivated me and just reignited that flame of wanting to prioritize my health. And there's always you can paint the picture however you want. You have to choose how you want to paint it.
That's totally true. And your life changes when you decide to paint it differently. And I think that the success that you've had and you'll continue to have is because you do that a lot and it really comes through in your content. So like know that when people see your videos, like it is helping a lot of people. I think why you've done so well on social media is because there's so little of that. You know what I mean? Just like people being authentic and like going through things openly and like sharing the good, the bad. Like it's amazing what you're doing. So I just want to give you credit there. It's super awesome. And yeah, it's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
of
My
course.
goal for it was just to make one post a day to help me stay accountable,
Yeah.
and then if anything, I'm grateful for a couple of things about it. The biggest one being it makes me focus on the positives more
Mhm.
because it is really easy to get sucked into
So
the
easy.
negatives. And when I'm looking for positive things, because I don't want my online presence to be negative. I want to bring joy to the world, bring help
Mhm.
other people prosper. That doesn't mean I won't share the bad moments when there are some. I've shared a few, but it I always want to stay positive. So it's helped me even look for that positivity, those good things more, which I'm super grateful for.
Thanks so much for watching this clip. Since you got to the very end, you obviously liked it, so you may love the full episode of the podcast. So we linked it right here for you to easily access it. Go ahead and click this. I'll see you over there. Peace.